Are you looking for the best cameras for beginners? In this video we will look at some of the best cameras for beginners. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Canon EOS R10. The Canon EOS R10 is the priciest camera on our list, but it's one of the best value options at its price point. It's well-rounded enough for both photography and light video work and has a good balance of features that will suit both beginners and more advanced users looking to upgrade from an older camera or DSLR. Like most of Canon's entry-level offerings, it has a lightweight feel and great ergonomics, with a very easy-to-use interface. It's also a very capable camera for a range of photography styles, with a high-res sensor, quick burst shooting, and one of the best autofocus (AF) systems on the market. The biggest downside to the R10 is that Canon's RF lens lineup is still being built out, so options are somewhat limited. If you want a camera with a more established lens ecosystem, the Fujifilm X-S10 is another fantastic entry-level camera. It's one of the few cameras at this price point to feature in-body image stabilization (IBIS), which can help you reduce the effects of camera shake when shooting handheld. That said, its autofocus isn't nearly as reliable as the Canon's, and its video specs fall a bit behind. Digic X image processor enhances performance for sharp photos and ultra-high-definition videos. CMOS sensor. Canon's 24.2MP APS-C CMOS sensor ensures images appear crisp. Lens compatibility. Pair with a Canon RFS/RF lens, or EF/EFS lens using the mount adapter EF/EOS R1 for stellar results. Number 2. Nikon Z50. If you want to save a bit more money, the Nikon Z50 is another great choice for beginners. It has a tilting screen that can flip down for selfies and a large high-res viewfinder for a clear view of your subjects. It's even weather-sealed for a bit of added peace of mind when shooting outdoors. It's also a good choice for action photography, thanks to a quick burst rate and a decent autofocus system, though it isn't as effective as the AF on the Canon EOS R10. While the Z50 doesn't have the highest resolution sensor among its peers, it still delivers excellent image quality and performs well in low light. Nikon cameras are also known for their excellent ergonomics. Just be aware that lens support is still relatively limited for Nikon's mirrorless Z mount, especially if you're considering APS-C options. If you want more lens selection, the similarly priced Sony Alpha 6400 has a ton of native and third-party lens options, though its ergonomics and user interface leave a lot to be desired. Compact, lightweight and durably constructed mirrorless camera. First DX format mirrorless camera to use a large 55mm lens mount, offering advantages in high image quality and low light performance. 20.9MP sensor with robust 4K UHD video features. Built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for simple pairing to a smartphone. Selfie flip-down touch LCD screen, great for self-portraits and vlogging. Compatible with Nikon Z lenses. Also compatible with F-mount Nikon lenses using FTZ mount adapter, sold separately. Number 3. Canon EOS R50. The Canon EOS R50 is the best camera for photography beginners on a budget. With a portable body, it's a great camera to take on the go. Like its higher-end sibling above, its simple controls and intelligent auto shooting modes make it a good fit for novice shooters. Plus, its autofocus system is very reliable, with a range of subject detection modes to ensure your subject stays in focus, no matter what kind of subjects you're interested in. It's a solid choice if you're also interested in video and vlogging, with 4K recording at up to 30 frames per second and surprisingly advanced video specs for the price. That said, it doesn't have the longest battery life for video. If you want something more portable for travel, the Olympus OND EM10 Mark IV is another great budget camera. The R50 is a bit cheaper and has a more effective autofocus system, but the Olympus is part of the Micro Four Thirds system, which offers more lens options and makes for a more portable overall kit. The Olympus is also one of the very few budget options to feature IBIS for steadier handheld shooting. Number 4. Canon EOS Rebel T7/EOS 2000D. If you want something truly cheap and prefer not to buy used, the Canon EOS Rebel T7/EOS 2000D is the most affordable DSLR Canon offers and the best camera for beginners on a very tight budget. It's a real back-to-basics camera with very few bells and whistles. You won't find a tilting screen or even 4K video recording here, let alone more advanced features. So, why are we recommending this ultra-basic DSLR from 2018? Because if this is the only camera on the list that you can afford, then it's worth it if it gets you out there shooting. It may not have features like IBIS and advanced subject detection modes, but it does have a high-resolution APS-C sensor that can capture beautiful photos, along with a well-established stable of lenses in Canon's EF/EFS ecosystem, many of which are quite affordable for beginners and budget shooters. 24.1 megapixel CMOS APS-C sensor with his 100 to 6400 H12800. Built-in Wi-Fi and NFC technology. 9-point AF system and AI servo AF. Optical viewfinder with approximate 95% viewing coverage. Use the EOS Utility Webcam Beta software, Mac and Windows, to turn your compatible Canon camera into a high-quality webcam. Compatible lenses: Canon EF lenses, including EFS lenses, excluding EF. Number 5. Nikon D3500. If you're completely new to photography, the Nikon D3500 is one of the best digital cameras for beginners, thanks to its unique interactive guide mode. Built right into the mode dial, the guide mode walks you through the camera's features in simplified terms so you can learn the ropes of photography as you go. While it doesn't have all of the extra features you'll find on newer, more advanced mirrorless models like the Canon EOS R50, the D3500 does have an excellent high-resolution sensor that punches above its class, plus a ton of high-quality lens options, so you can still take beautiful photos and upgrade your kit as your skills grow. With that said, the D3500 has been discontinued and is harder to find new, so you'll likely have to find a used model on eBay or other used retailers. If you can find one, though, older DSLRs like this or previous iterations, like the Nikon D3400 or D3300, are great cost-effective options to dip your toe into serious photography. Overall, the D3500's guide mode and simple design make it the best option for those who've never used a camera before. A DSLR that's as easy to use as a point-and-shoot camera. Compact, comfortable design that's great for travel and special events. Image sensor that's 15x larger than those used in typical smartphones for sharper, clearer pictures. Works with Nikon's Snap Bridge app for sharing photos with a compatible smartphone or tablet. 1080p Full HD videos with binaural sound at the touch of a button. Bluetooth version 4.1.